The day has come that I've been dreading. Shadowhunters is over until January. And so that means it's time for me to sit down and recap 2B of Shadowhunters. I did a 2A recap, and I also did a review of 210 by the light of dawn, which they should pop up or be linked down below if you want to hear my thoughts on any one of those. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with the positives because the second half of season 2 was amazing. So the positives, I let's do my favorite quote first. Every season I have a favorite quote. So this season it comes from Jace, and it is the scene where Alec is giving orders to Jace and Clary to go to the Sealy court, and Clary says something to effect of, "This should be easy. Sillies can't lie, right?" And Jace says, "No, but they'll spin the truth until you're dizzy." That was my favorite line of the second. That was my favorite line of season 2, period. Favorite line. Okay. Favorite episodes were, of course, 210 by the light of dawn. But I've already reviewed that, so I'm not going to be speaking about it in this video. And episode 12, You Are Not Your Own. The performance by Alan Von Sprang is what made this my favorite episode of season 2, hands down. I just felt all the emotion, and I thought that I was not going to feel any emotion because of my hate for Valentine. But Ellen Von Sprang allowed me to be lost in the moment. I believed with all my heart that Valentine and Magnus had actually been switched by Azazel. It was a beautiful performance, and up until that moment, I really paid no attention to Alan Von Sprang, but I gained so much respect for his ability as a actor, and I hope that I get to see more of him, even if it is like having to turn into another TV show, because he is a brilliant actor. Okay. And my last favorite episode is episode 18, Awake, Arise, or Be Forever Fallen. Obviously, I'm Malik trash, and this whole episode is basically dedicated to Malik. It consisted of the flashbacks of their like pivotal points in their relationship, and I loved it so much. My only like problem is that I wish we would have got to see them as they were happening and not in the context of a breakup. It really aggravated me that once they were not together and they were both suffering from it, that's when we got to see the beautiful moments that we had been dying to see all season. But it was an amazing episode. Harry Shum and Matthew Daddario give their all 100% of the time to portraying this relationship so beautifully and healthy, and representing for the LGBT community. And I just, I can't, I'll be forever grateful that they were chosen because they do give it their all. Okay, what's my next note? I do have notes, so I'm looking down. That's why. I said the first half of season 2 was trash compared to the second half. The second half, I don't know what they did, if they shook it up in the writers' room or whatever, because the storylines just flowed so perfectly together. They didn't at once appear broken. The dialogue, the scenes got better. It was just so much. I found myself watching the episodes and loving the episodes aside from Malik. Even if Malik wasn't in the episode, I was still enjoying myself and getting lost in it. And with season 2A, I was strictly there for Malik. When there was no Malik, the story bored me. I didn't want to really watch. So they really stepped it up for season 2B at I just am really hyped for season 3. I can already tell it's gonna be lit. Okay, so if you watch my season 2A review, you know that I was kind of upset that we didn't get Idris, and we finally got Idris, and it was beautiful. I felt like I stepped into the books and there was Idris on my screen. The only problem is I wish that more of the story could have taken place in Idris. And as I said, for the first half, we still have an opportunity to see that since we did get season 3. Hopefully, Idris will become more important to the story later on because it is very beautiful. Okay, the finale, that's probably the same thing I said, but the finale for 2B, but besides Still Waters, it was very subpar compared to 10. I remember sitting there and watching By the Light of Dawn and being on the edge of my seat, and everything about it was beautiful, and it wrapped its story up, and it just made me excited. I was like, what happened? Did they change writers at the very last minute? Because it was so amazing. It was such a quality story. And then the finale for 2B and the whole season, which I was expecting to be here because of 210, was like here. It was just womp womp womp. Like I really wasn't excited. And I'm surprised I wasn't because it was almost like the book. The scene with Clary Jace and Valentine was from the book. Of course, they had to go and ruin it by changing the way Valentine died, because in the book he is, struck down by the Angel Vizier, and of course in Shadowhunter World, where Clary can do no wrong and doesn't struggle at all. She was so easily able to, kill Valentine. When, if that was the case, why didn't you kill him before? Like, why'd you let him go so long? I really don't understand that. But I was happy that they did have a scene from the book because that was a very important scene to the overall arc of the story. So that was good. Okay, let me see what I love the development of Malik. It is still progressing upward. The only thing I wish they would change is the unnecessary drama. I understand that some people, not me, I have grown past that point in my life of wanting drama all the time. So for me, it gets on my nerves. But I wish that they would have made the drama like more believable. I felt like they just were continuously throwing obstacles at Malik so that there was reasons for them to be unhappy or break up, and it was irritating. I'm like, why can't we just get a happy LGBT ship on TV? Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's something that they are newly starting to show in the last couple of years as LGBT couples. And it seems like every LGBT couple on TV has to have this abundance of drama that I feel like I don't always get with heterosexual couples. But, a lot of people like it and ask for it. So I guess that's what they're doing. But in my perfect world, we would just have, a average LGBT storyline. Why can't we get? It seems like there's more drama with the LGBT community in TV shows than the straight community. Okay, the soundtrack this season was amazing. It's because of Shadowhunters that I have fallen in love with Ruel. She sung War of Hearts. If you're Malik Trash, that song will always have a special place in your heart because it is the scene where Magnus and Alec first kissed, and it was beautiful. She wrote The Other Side, and I think she wrote it specifically for the show. It's a Clarion J scene. Um, I think she wrote something for last night. She wrote This Is the Hunt, which is the intro to Shadowhunters. I love the fact that the cast are starting to show more of their talents and they're performing on the soundtrack. Alberto Resende had two songs on the show. He had Royal Blue and Fragile World, which I love Fragile World. I wish it was long. I wish it was like a 3-4 minute song because it was just so amazing. Alberto Resende has a voice like no other, and it lends to Simon's cuteness that he could sing on top of it. And I love the fact that I think I kind of went over that, but I'm just gonna say I love the fact that songs were made for certain couples, for certain scenes, or from artists who were inspired by the show and wanted to write for it. And I'm hoping that eventually we can get more of the cast if they can sing more members to do tracks, because I don't think we got anything from Dom Sherwood, and he sings and plays guitar. Kat McNamara did a song. She did what is it called? She did a song for last night's episode. It was a scene with Malik, which I thought was very apropos because she's one of the biggest Malik shippers I feel like you'll ever meet in life. And I know it starts with an R, and now I can't. And as soon as I get off of here, I'll think about it. But it doesn't matter. Let me see. Make sure I went all over the points that I wanted to go over. Yes. So all in all, I think that I will give season 2B of Shadowhunters a B. I loved it so much. They still have things that they need to work on. We need to get Malik more time because even with even with like Clary and Jace having not been together, they still got way more time than Malik. Malik is what's pulling in the numbers. They use Malik to advertise everything, as I've stated before previously. So I would like to get more Malik. Um, um, I'm thinking, do I want to do predictions for 3? No, I don't. So that's gonna be it for my review of 2B of Shadowhunters. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please follow me on all of my social medias, which will be linked in the description down below and in the comment section. Let me know your favorite episode from season 2 of Shadowhunters. And I'm going to try to be doing reactions to season 3. So if you like that, give this video a thumbs up. And as always, until we meet again, bye.